Hi everyone, it's Carrie, aka Nerdy Girl Crates. Welcome back to my channel. It's Manga Monday Reviews, but before we get started, I first want to say thank you to everyone who got me over 300 subscribers and going along with me on this journey. I do really appreciate it. I look forward to adventuring more into the world of manga, and I hope you stick around for that. We're going to look at Go With the Clouds, North by Northwest by Aki Irie. And it is published by a English publisher I have not dealt with before called Vertical. And I've read the first 3 volumes. I did not read the 4th and 5th, which I also own, and I'm not sure if there's going to be any more. But it is a really interesting manga, but I do have some issues, which I'll discuss later. First off, I want to talk about these covers. These covers are so beautifully drawn, and I love the texture on these books. They're really, really nice, and I like how the use of colors to display the characters and the scenery. And on the back, it kind of gives you some items. Now, this story is set in Iceland, and it focuses on I believe he's 18, and he is living in Iceland, but he's actually originally from Japan, and he's half Japanese, and I believe half French. And he's staying with his grandfather, and while he's there, he makes ends meet by working as a detective for the locals. He has a unique ability where he can talk to machinery, such as the old GP drives, cell phones, so forth and so on. Well, things get really interesting when he discovers that his brother back in Japan has gone missing, and he's not responding to any of his text messages, and he can't get a hold of his aunt and uncle who the boy is staying with. He flies back to Japan with his grandfather only to find out that his aunt and uncle died like a week apart from each other, and his brother has not been around. He does find out that his brother did go to Iceland to be with him, and a big mystery occurs, and it's him trying to figure out the truth of the situation, and it's got to do with the family history of these abilities that they possess. Now, the first volume was great, but my biggest issue happens to be with the second volume, as you can see here on the screen. It detours from the main story, and it focuses on the main protagonist meeting up with a friend from Japan and pretty much giving him a tour of Iceland. The whole volume, with the exception of a part where they go back to the past to show how they met, it's pretty much all about Iceland. It's like showing you the landmarks, going over geography. It's kind of like a lot of this could have been, in my opinion, spread out along the volumes and without having to detour from the main storyline. It's kind of frustrating after you get left off with the first volume wondering what the heck is going on, and then you go into the second and it's just like, let's take a tour of Iceland. You do get a little information about the main character and a hint at why he is in Iceland, but that's the most you get in volume 2. Now volume 3 gets right back on track, and it really makes some big reveals regarding the younger brother and this ability, and yeah, I am looking forward to 4 and 5. I mean, I don't know how 2 is ever going to play out into the story. The only thing I could think of is the friend somehow comes into it. But I almost feel like you could just skip volume 2. If anything, the artwork is great. I mean, you can keep volume 2 for that, and maybe as a reference if something comes up in the later volumes that you need to know about. But I don't know why the author took this detour like they did. It's frustrating, but outside of that volume, if you could put that volume aside, the rest of the story is amazing. I love how the designs are for the characters. Again, this is somebody who is trying to stand out amongst the norm in manga, and I really like the designs. I like the tributes to Iceland culture. Also, this young man not forgetting about his life in Japan. And there's a lot of mystery set up to keep you intrigued. You just really want to know, like, first off, why is he living in Iceland and not in Japan. What happened to his parents? What's going on with his brother? How does it all connect? What's the grandfather's part in everything? It is a really, really good story, and I do recommend it, but I am going to warn you once again. Volume 2 completely detours from the main story, and it's frustrating. I really kind of wish, like, the writer would just kind of spread it out here and there. Maybe had, like, what they do in some manga, where they'll have, like, a back of the book, like a 2 or 3 page chapter about stuff that's not really related to the main story. Like, you see it in Chainsaw Man, where, like, the roommates are arguing over something in the back. I wish they kind of did that with this. I mean, you know, you can be, oh, like, that's great, history about Iceland, without, like, completely derailing everything. I don't know much about this author. Like I said, I'm still new to manga. But if you can get through volume 2, it is worth the story. So I do recommend it. Just be warned. The art is amazing. I love the texture on these books. If you ever get one in hand, feel it. It's great. I don't know if it's available for digital anywhere. This is, like I said, a different publisher that I'm used to. I'm used to, like, Viz and Kodansha. Or, what's the other one? It just slipped my mind. Yen Press. But, again, look at the way the art is on this covers. Volume 1 is the only one where it opens up with a couple pages in color. The others so far haven't. I don't know about 4 and 5. I wonder if this is continuing. I don't know if there's going to be more volumes after 5. I said that earlier. But it would be really interesting to see how this is going to play out. I just hope it doesn't derail again. Well, tell me, have you read Go With the Clouds, North by Northwest? Let me know down below in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.